Hey guys, in this video I will share all my NHL betting model projections, and I will also give you what I think is the best bet from today. I will also comment this game and how to find the better bets for long-term wins. And at the end of the video I will answer one question. I think this is a good question. I'm completely new to sports betting and still figuring out if this is even the right thing for me. How do I know if betting is something I should actually get into? Because what I saw in my 27-year betting career, I saw that many bettors are stuck, and many bettors should not even bet because they simply don't love it. And I will give you three reasons to actually bet, and maybe this answer can help someone so he either stop betting or keep betting. But based on my experiences, I think three reasons, three things every sports bettor should know. Okay, but let's start with projections. So the first game, Toronto Maple Leafs against Pittsburgh Penguins. Based on my projections, Pittsburgh should be small favorite, not small underdog. And based on my projections, Pittsburgh is 2-unit best bet today for today as an underdog, 2.58. So why this is so? I want to give you a couple of. I want to give a quick explanation. If you bet on sports and if you want to be long-term winner, you should never care about who will be the winner of the game. Okay, it is always about the prices. For example, yesterday, if you took Pittsburgh, it was a good bet. The odds were at around 1.90 or 1.87. The closing was 1.76. You beat the closing line, you outsmart the market. They lost, but in the long run, this is how you win. Okay, because if you look at, let's take I don't know, successful traders in stock market. Okay, uh, they are buying assets or stocks that are underrated, undervalued. Okay, they are not buying something that is overrated. This is the only criteria, right? So at some point they can buy stocks from Tesla, and at some point they don't want to buy Tesla stocks because they think they are overrated. At some point they can be undervalued. At some point they're overrated. Okay, what sports bettors do, most sports gamblers, what they do, they are too stressed about every single game, every single I don't know, day, every single week. And if you are stressed about every single game, you will end up in a mental hospital. Okay, you should not care about the game's results. Okay, people are stressed about games results because they bet too much compared to their bankroll, or compared to the money they have for betting, and because of that there is a stress. But in the long run, you should not care about this. You should always care only about the numbers. Okay, this is how I see betting. That's why I'm still here, and after 27 years of betting, this was the reason why I'm still here, right? If I would try to pick the winners, and if I wouldn't care about numbers, then I wouldn't be probably here, right? And when it comes to projections, you should always check expected points, expected runs, expected goals. If you have the option, or if you know how to make a regression analysis or something like that. Of course, there are smaller sports where nobody is analyzing, and you can find the edge even if you use actual numbers and information, because nobody's using numbers. They're just trying to hit some winners, and you will have the edge. But in sharp markets or bigger markets like NHL, NBA, baseball, you should use advanced statistics. And I want to show this example with Pittsburgh and why they are underrated in this game, and why I think and why my betting model thinks the price doesn't reflect the true probability. Okay, so those are the rankings from last 10 games. Okay, so here we have the teams. Here we have actual goals that they score, actual rank, how many goals they score, and then we have expected goals. Okay, what expected goals say? So I will give you one very simple example. Okay, let's say you have a team, and they're attacking constantly. They make, I don't know, 50 shots. They're making pressure, high energy, momentum, but they're simply not scoring. Okay, they hit crossbars. The goalie from the other team had exceptional day. Simply they simply didn't score enough goals. But based on how they play, And if they keep playing like this, we can expect that they will score more, because in the long run, luck is not a factor, not for sports bettors, not for anyone else. Okay, and that's what expected goals will tell us. And I will give you here Pittsburgh Penguins as an example. Okay, in last 10 games, they are 26 in offense. Okay, they scored 2.66 goals, so among worst teams in the league. But expected goals show that they should score more, and expected goals tell us what should happen in the future. Actual goals, how they score, tells us what happened in the past. And as a sports bettor and as a trader or whatever, you should look what can happen in the future. And uh, or for example in soccer, right? Or also it can be same in NHL. Okay, let's say we have one game. Let's say Washington is good. They are playing, they are attacking, and they don't score it. They scored 0 goals in this game. Okay, but they attack, they had a lot of shots, positive Corsi, positive Fanvik. Okay, they put a lot of pressure, but they scored 0 goals. So will you take for analysis 0 goals, or you will take something more? Because these numbers, shots per game, high danger chances, Korzik, Fenvy, all this information will also tell you what we can expect from them in the future. And sports bettors usually use expected goals, expected points for their analysis. And in this case, Pittsburgh Penguins is 10th best in the league in the offense. Okay, we can also check the Toronto is also 6th best. So we will have two really good offensive teams, but we also check the defense. Okay, Pittsburgh, they allow 3.44 goals. They're among worst teams in the league when it comes to defense, and this is big problem for them. Tristan Jarry is still injured, but when it comes to expected goals, they should allow less goals based on how they play. Okay, so they should be 6th in the league. Okay, not 24th, and this is that discrepancy. This is why the odds, at least based on this analysis, which is of course not perfect, tell us that the prices on the market are underrated, right, on Pittsburgh. On the other side, Toronto Maple Leafs, uh, they allow only 2.48 goals, so they are 6th best in actual goals against. But how they play, they should allow more goals, and this is where this discrepancy comes. Okay, I took this with last 10 games, last 25 games, and season stats. I combine all these numbers, and this is where this discrepancy at this moment is. It is not telling that Pittsburgh will win this game for sure. It just tells us that plus 158 in this current situation is a little bit too much, or too bigger price, or too good price for Pittsburgh in this moment. Okay, they played yesterday against Boston, they lost, but in last couple of games they're playing well, and the price showed that there is a value with Pittsburgh, and this is how you should. And I'm not telling you what you can do whatever you want, but this is how one sports bettor should approach sports betting. Okay, looking through the numbers, because if you are stressed about every single game, and if you are looking what happened yesterday or tomorrow, you cannot bet on sports. Okay, you should always look back for last 10 years, for last 20 years, and look back, and if you made money. Okay, many times I receive emails from sports bettors who are there in their 60s, 70s, and they bet for 30 years and they still didn't make a profit. And one of the reasons is that they're too stressed about every single game. They try to pick winners and they don't look at numbers. Okay, sports betting is in general, mathematical game. Okay, it is about numbers. Bookmakers play mathematical game, sports bettors play sports game, and this is why in the long run, bookmakers win. Okay, and I'm not saying that this bet will be a winning bet, because an amateur gambler will say, okay, you lost the game, but I'm not making a drama about one game. I look my 27 years record and where I am and how sports betting changed my life. That's it. I don't care about what happened yesterday. I don't care what happened last month, because the more you bet, the longer time period you have, the less you care, the bigger picture you have. Okay, and this is the only thing that matters. Okay, and of course, if you gamble, if you go to casino, if you put everything on red, then of course this is the end of the world. This is the only thing that matters. Okay, but this is gambling, right? But if you play the long run, 20 years, then this is then small sample sizes or short period of times. Even if you have negative year, it doesn't matter, because in the long run you are winning. And to win in the long run, you should always look at the numbers and look for undervalued prices like stock traders. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Okay, uh, just study successful people, simply as that. Okay, Boston Bruins, Minnesota, Jeremy Swayman against Philip Gustafsson. Based on my projections, 52.38% of chance to Minnesota. Maybe Boston is a little bit undervalued, because I have them at plus 110, there plus 135. Calgary Flames, Carolina. Based on my projections, no value. Maybe the only small value is with over 5.5, but totals are a little bit much trickier. The best closing line value numbers are with 2 units place in NHL betting. In my NHL betting mall, there are thousands of betting malls. Every sports bettor who is making projections with betting mall, he has his own unique style, own unique angle. And for a sports bettor, what I believe is that you learn how you can make such models, how you can make your own analysis, how you can use this way to analyze games, and then you can include your own unique idea how to do this. Okay, but if you don't know how to build a model, if you don't know how to use numbers, then you will always rely on someone else. Okay, so let's say you're an NHL bettor, you love NHL, you're just looking for sports picks, you're looking just for someone who will give you this betting model, and then you have idea, I want to add this. So you know really good, so you know NHL really really well, and you say, okay, I think this information is important and I want to include this into the betting model. And if you didn't build foundation about the probabilities, about math, about computers, how you will do this? Okay, who, Santa Claus will do this for you? Or I don't know, who, you will hire someone all the time. Okay, because if you hire someone, data scientist or someone who can do this, we are talking $100 per hour who will do this. And of course, and I think every sports bettor should learn these concepts, because the magic happens once you understand how to use numbers. Even if this is simple betting models, I'm not programmer, and then you can include your own unique idea. Okay, then you can start using your unique ideas and include into the betting model. Okay, and most people who wants to bet and they struggle with copy pasting. Okay, of course this is a big problem. Okay, so you want to play in NBA, but you cannot run 5 meters, right? So you first need to fix to run 5 meters, and you need to fix to jump first, because I was playing soccer and I love to dribble. And when I didn't have have condition, when I didn't when I couldn't run, or when I was not prepared well, I couldn't even dribble. Okay, so the main thing that I wanted to do, I couldn't do it because I didn't have foundation. Okay, so I was not fit. So this is same in sports betting. Okay, of course we all just love to score, we all want to hit winners, we all just want to have systems, but foundation is the most important thing. Okay, St. Louis Blues, Dallas. Based on my projections, 1.64 on Dallas, bookmakers 1.47, no value. Nashville Rangers, based on my projections, Rangers should be 52.65% of chance to win this game, closer to 50-50. And based on my projections, maybe Nashville is undervalued. Devils, Vegas Knights. Devils played yesterday. Today they are going to Vegas, and based on my projections, maybe small value with Vegas Golden Knights. Okay, so the best bet, I think, Pittsburgh Penguins, and I explain why. Maybe I'm completely wrong on this game, but in the long run, on, I don't know, 20,000, 50,000 bets, I was in general right when it comes to betting, and I hope we can hit this game as well. Okay, and now I will explain this question, and this question is very important. question is, I'm completely new to sports betting and still figuring out if this is even the right thing for me. How do I know if betting is something I should actually get into? Okay. Three things. First of all, most people bet because of money. Most people bet because of sports. And some people bet because they love math and analyzing games. They look at this as an intellectual game, but at the same time, they also love sports and money. Okay. And I want to explain. If you just love sports, you don't need to bet on sports. You can just watch sports. Okay. And again, I'm not telling anyone what to do. I just share my opinion and how I see this. Because I talked to so many bettors, to so many people who bet on sports, and I made a picture what works, what didn't work. I saw people who started without any knowledge about sports betting, and they were successful. And I still same people for after 3 years, 4 years, they can still not figure it out because they simply don't love it. Okay, so first, if you love sports, okay, in my opinion, you should not bet, because why would you bet if you love sports only? There is a sport, you can watch sports, have fun with your family, friends, because you will lose money. Okay, of course you can bet. I'm not telling anyone what to do. We are all grown men, and you will take full responsibility for taking any advice from me. I'm not taking any responsibility for any of my advice. Okay, I just say, because there is 7 billion people in the world and everyone will have different opinions. So what? Everyone should take responsibility for someone else. No, I will just say, and it is your responsibility to take advice or not, or just unsubscribe, or just shut down this video. Okay, it is completely your responsibility to even bet to watch my video or take advice, but I will give you my opinion. Okay, people who love sports, I don't see any reason to bet. Okay, how you see if you love sports, if you watch sports, and if you don't make analysis, if you don't calculate numbers, if you don't read books about betting, if you don't read about books about statistics, if you are not trying to bet to build betting models, and if you are not doing analysis in any terms of statistics, probability, then you don't love betting. Then you just love sports or money. Okay, so the first is sports. Okay, second type of people, mostly those who love sports, but at the same time they also want to make money. But basically this is probably 100% of people. Everyone wants to make money. Okay, but doing anything just for money, you will lose. Okay, nobody can be successful at anything if you just do for money, because if you do just for money, there is someone else who is doing this for money, plus at the same time he has the passion and desire to do this, and you cannot compete against him. Okay, many times I hear people, I don't have time. You have time, you don't have priorities. Okay, because the passion and desire is something that you naturally do when you have free time. Okay, when I was completely broke, when I was young, I was still doing analysis. I was still creating betting models in Excel. They were completely fail. But in my free time, even if I didn't have money to bet, I was still doing betting models. I was researching information. I was reading books. I even went to my statistical professor to ask him something about how I could build models. I was doing this in my free time. Okay, when someone else was playing PlayStation, when someone else is going into the nature or having some other fun, which is completely okay, or someone is fishing or skiing, whatever, right? But my free time was devoted to sports betting, because this was my passion. And you cannot compete against these people who are passionate about something. Okay, so this is the second thing. So we have people who love sports, we have people who love money, and I don't see a reason to bet for money or because of sports, because you can watch sports and you will live longer, because sports betting can be huge stress, especially if you do something that you don't love, and if you're not willing to go through the struggle and through the losses. Then for money, there are so many options to make money. Okay, sports betting is not the best way to make money. Okay, you just invest in Bitcoin and go to sleep for next 5 years, at least 5 years, it must be 5 years or 10 years, and you will wake up and you will make good amount of money, and you will not do anything. You will not pay for subscriptions. You will not do any statistical or mathematical thing that you hate from your heart, and you will make money. Even if you invest in stock market and you wait for 5, 10 years, you will make money and you will do nothing basically. Okay. And the sports betting is the same. Don't have an illusion. You will also need to wait 5 years, 10 years to see if this actually works. Yes, sure, if you'll do analysis, of course the results will probably come earlier, but maybe they will not. Maybe you will start betting this season and you will start with negative season, and then you will have 9 profitable season, and overall you will be a profitable. Nobody can guarantee that sports betting will be profitable venture, but you need to love it, right? And then we have the third people. So if you love sports, if you love money, I don't see any reason to bet. Okay. So people who watch videos, people who watch YouTube videos, who make comments, who, I don't know, bet on sports, watch games. I don't see a reason to bet on sports. Okay. The only reason to bet on sports is if you love it. Sometimes people say, why are you doing this? What else I should do in my life? I don't know what else I should do. I don't know how to dance. I don't know how to sing. I don't. I have no idea. I don't know anything to do in my life. The only thing I know is sports betting, and I learned a little bit about creating videos and teaching others because this is something that fulfills me. But I don't know anything else to do in my. What should I do? Sit at home? I don't know. Watch videos? I don't know. Walk my dog all the time? What should I do? Okay, and people who should bet on sports are people who love math, statistics, and love analyzing games, who love building betting models, because they will be there even if things will not go right at the start. They will invest their money into betting, into their courses, books, seminars, because they love it. Like someone who is passionate about Lego, about, I don't know, about skiing, about playing a guitar. He will buy a guitar. He will buy skis. He will buy, I don't know, he will go to whatever, right? And if he will not get money for this, because if you do naturally something that you love, you will find time, energy, resources to do this because you love it. And then money is just byproduct of this. Okay, this is then just the natural thing that will come in the long run. Okay, if you start playing a guitar, first you will struggle. If you go and learn skiing, you will struggle at the start, but if you love this, then you will keep going and you will have some results. The same is in sports betting. So in my opinion, people who bet on sports, who should bet on sports, are only those people who love math, statistics, sports, and money. So, and they see this as a challenge that they are willing to do. Everyone else who are not passionate about sports betting, you cannot compete against those who are passionate about sports betting. And this is simple as that. Just use common sense. If you just watch videos, if you just follow picks, why would you even bet on sports? Why would you even bet on sports? You see, you want to make money, you're broke, I don't know, you have less 300. 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, I sent the email to my subscribers, okay, and I told them, tell me your story and I will help 3 people. And then we had calls, and there was one gentleman from Southern Europe, and he told me his situation, and he had the last 1,000 euros or 1,000 American dollars, okay. And my advice, and I'm not financial advisor, and even though I'm not telling you what to do, but when I look at him, he was not good with computers. He didn't love math. I don't know how he even came to idea to bet on sports. How do you even come to idea to bet on sports? You know what is sports betting? Sports betting is intellectual game where you need to find the prices. The prices are probabilities. You need to calculate these probabilities. You need to use betting models, algorithms, and then you need to outsmart others. How you will do this? And he was struggling with copy pasting. And how do you think he will win in sports betting? And my advice was, I would even not bet. He was old. If he was in 60s or 65 years old, why would you bet at this age? You don't love math. You just want to make some money to save the last, I don't know, just have fun in your life, invest this, I said, if you invest this in bitcoins, wait for 5 years, and you will make more than betting. You will make more than betting. So then someone asks, why then betting? No, of course not betting. Betting only if you love it. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying all the time. You should bet only if you love betting, because betting has the benefits, because you can take smaller profits and you can reinvest it. But I don't see a reason to bet if you don't love betting. If you love betting, you already make analysis every single day. You're watching videos is not passion for betting. You will lose, and of course we need losers, because this is the only way we can make money, right? Or in the long run, when I look back and I make a summa summarum, I am profitable sports bettor. Okay, I took profits, and these profits changed my life. But the profits came from losing bettors. It didn't come from UNICEF or United Nations or from government. It was exclusively from losing bettors. And of course, we need bettors who watch YouTube videos, who follow picks, who don't love betting, because we need to feel profits with their losing money. But if we are answering this question, I don't see a reason to bet if you don't love betting. Okay, I don't know how you even come to idea that you will not do anything, that you will make 10x in 1 year each year, while millionaires are making 10% annually, and they are happy and they have the best teams. And an average sports bettor who cannot even copy paste things in the spreadsheet, he thinks he will make 10x in 1 year. If we can make 10x in each year, then sports bettors would be the richest people in the world, and sports bettors are the brokest people in the world. Okay, only very, very tiny percent of people that I know, and I don't know anyone in my country who's profitable bettor. I don't know anyone here. I know my friends and people with who I am connected, that they are profitable sports bettors and they live from sports betting. But I don't know anyone in the radius of, I don't know, 100 kilometers who is profitable bettor. This is very hard thing. Sports betting is extremely, extremely hard. In the long run, I'm not talking about yesterday or tomorrow. I don't care about Pittsburgh. They can lose 20-0, okay? Sports betting is extremely, extremely hard, okay? And if you want to bet, so if you're completely new to sports betting, sit down and for 1 week, just write down what you are doing. So wake up, brush your teeth, go to the work, and then write down what you're doing in your free time. And if you're not doing in free time analysis, if you're not going into the betting models, into probabilities, into regression analysis, if you don't read books, if you don't research all the betting courses, seminars about betting, about math, then you're probably not passionate about this. Okay, when I was passionate, right now I'm not maybe that passionate than when I was starting, because I already have the systems and everything else. But when I was building these systems and betting models, before I went to the bed, sometimes I couldn't sleep because my mind was only around this. When I woke up, the first thing was how I can create betting model for, I don't know, for this, how I can calculate this, how I can do this. What an average sports bettor do? He wakes up, drink coffee. I want to find someone who will do work for me. I will not do anything. There is people who will make analysis for me. They will work 8 hours for me and I will make a lot of money. Just use common sense. Okay, so if you bet on sport, if you want to start betting on sports, there are three things. Either you love sports, either you love money, or either you love math, statistics, and analyzing games, and you will win. And I think sports betting makes only sense if you love all these three things. If not, then you will probably lose, and we'll just say thank you for filling the market so profitable bettors can make money, and you will pay this. Okay, and which is okay, which is also okay if you have fun, if watching videos, if following picks, if following handicappers, and this makes you exciting, this makes your lives better, is great. But if you're completely honest, only people who are passionate about anything, okay, anything, not only sports betting, okay, just use common sense, okay. If you run a restaurant, if you play in NBA, if you're a plumber, if you I don't know, hairdresser, whatever you do in your life, you will win and you will be better than others only if you're passionate about this. Okay. And sports betting is about numbers. Okay, it is not about sports. Okay. Okay, I hope you got the idea. I'm passionate about these topics because I saw so many people. Uh, People are stuck. I received an email. Hey, I don't have time for this. You will never win. You missed the whole thing. Okay. If you say I don't have time, it is not about time. Okay. Everyone has free time. I was young, I was working, I was doing analysis, I had all kinds of things, but I still found time for analyzing games. The time is never a problem. Okay. Passion is something that you naturally do in your free time, and if you don't passion to analyze games, you are not passionate enough to win in the long run, and you will lose. Okay, I don't want to be negative, but this is how the things are. Okay. And the sooner people realize what is their passion in their life, the better life they will have, the more money they will make, and so on. Okay. Because people waste, so people, most bettors are like this. Okay. They have family, let's say, they have job, and then they love one thing. Either this is fishing, watching games, and then of course they watch games and they say, okay, I love this game, I can make money. Okay. But he's not willing to analyze games. He say, okay, I will find someone who will analyze games for me. Of course, someone else, Santa Claus, will do analysis for me. Who will do analysis for you? Santa Claus. Who? I don't know. UNICEF, United Nations. I don't know who will make analysis for you. I don't know where. I don't know. I will run a restaurant, right? No, others will do for me. Yes, we will pay him, but this is a service. This is something else, right? Who will do? I don't know who will. And then how he lives, how an average sports bettor lives. He has family, he has job, and then in free time he sit at home at couch watching sports, maybe go to gym, maybe do something else, but he didn't find time for analyzing games. Maybe he has some other hobby, but the hobby is your passion. And for some people are lucky that hobby is analyzing games. Okay. Hobby is something that you naturally do, and if you don't analyze games, if you don't read mathematical books, statistical books, I can bring you, all the books here, and I can show you. I bought all the books about sports betting. Okay. How many books you book? How many books you read? One book is $20. This is, what is $20? $20 is nothing. Okay. This is one hourly job, right? One hour in McDonald's. I don't know what is 1 hour. One book. Every sports bettor should have at least 10 sports betting books at home, like this, and read all of them. If you didn't, you will not win at sports betting. You simply don't have the passion. Go fishing, I don't know, something else. Just find what is passion for you. That's it. That's it. So sports, money, passion. If there is no passion, people will not win. Uh, I'm observing sports betting world for 27 years, and if there is one truth about this is it. Okay, people who are not passionate about sports betting, they will not win at sports betting. Simple as that. Simple as that. There's no other way. People will bet for 30 years. I receive emails from people who are in their 60s, 70s. I'm betting for 30 years. No, you're not betting for 30 years. You're watching sports and giving money to bookmakers. This is not betting. How many books you read? He didn't even know what is regression analysis. He doesn't even know what is closing client value. What did you do in your 30 years? How do you think that if you lost in 30 years, and no, in next year you want to make 10x? It's not going to happen. So if I didn't build my family in, I don't know, 40 years, and now I want, when I'm 80 years old, I want everything. No, it's not going to happen. What were you doing in last 70 years, right? What I was doing in the last 40 years. I have my own struggles, right? But it all starts with passion, nothing else. If you're not passionate about sports betting, you will not win. If you're not passionate about math, you will not win. Most people are not passionate about math and statistics. I'm not passionate about singing, and if singing would be popular, and if I would came to idea that I will make a lot of money from singing, and then I will just sing, 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 I will never be a singer because I'm not passionate. And this is the whole point. Okay, and you need to ask yourself, Do you love sports? Do you love money? Or do you love math? And if you're willing to analyze these games, if if the answer on any of these three things is no, uh, my opinion is you should not bet. But this is not advice. You can do whatever you want. Okay. And that's it from me today. The video was a little bit different, but I hope maybe only one person will took something good from this, and if not, also okay. I'm not taking any responsibility for this. You're completely responsible for watching this video, betting on sports, and for your life. And the success always starts with responsibility. Okay, that was just my opinion. Everything that I said is completely wrong. So see you next time.